a black man in his dating life? Like, what does that mean?
Lil Durk, King Von, y'all know. But nah, dating life, I would say the closer you fit to whatever the celebrity, the current rappers, like I said, Lil Durk, what's the other dude, Quando, Rondo, all those dudes. The closer you fit to what that stereotype, you like some girls will be, they'll just be down, especially black chicks.
I was about to say,
they like that shit, bro.
I think that mostly attracts black chicks.
I don't know what it is, bro, but they like that. They don't like when a dude has it together. I don't
clean cut look.
Yeah, bro, and I don't want to say that because it sounds like I'm trying to bash. I'm not bashing black women, but it just is what it is. Yeah, that's been my experience. I attract the most Latinas and white girls. That's what I attract.
Yeah, same. I think because I had that professional, clean cut R&B type of look, that's why I also mostly attract Hispanic and white women. And you guys be in the comments like, do you not like black women? I'm like, black women don't like me. Like black women don't.
In this world, you get what you go where you really want it.
Yeah,
wherever you want it, that's where you go.
I attract, I don't chase.
Yeah, dude.
So I attract, you know, what's into me.
Gentlemen, what's going on? So listen, before we get into this video, man, I just want to let you know, you don't even want to entertain the conversation of other people's point of views and perspectives out here, just click off the video. This message is not for you. So Austin Dunham has been on the platform for years. This guy is almost about to hit 1 million subscribers, rightfully, deservingly so. He was one of the first few people out here showing calisthenics. And as he grew in his influence and he's just been growing in general, he actually decided to reach out to the red pill black manosphere, which is really interesting. He reached out to Steph Cold. He hung out with the black or red pill Avengers, MJ Get Right, and you know, whatever. So we've been watching it and whatnot. It was really interesting to see a fitness guru such as Austin Dunham actually go to the red pill space and talk about these types of things. But you know, hey, it is what it is. So in this instance, he says black women like nothing but that rapper stereotype, and
the closer you fit to whatever the celebrity, the current rappers, like I said, Lil Durk, Quando, Rondo, the closer you fit to what that stereotype, you like some girls will be, they'll just be down, especially black chicks.
I was about to say,
they like that shit, bro.
I think that mostly attracts black chicks.
I don't know what it is, bro, but they like that.
And so I want to touch on that real quick. Oh yeah, check it out, I got a new shirt on. So the thing about this is, like, it's not to say that the clean cut guy does not get any love. That's not true at all. The clean cut guy most definitely gets love. He gets love from black, white, all kinds of, any man in general. I say clean cut, well put together, carries himself nice, looks good. If you look good, you look good. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter what race we're talking about. But when it does come to particularly black girls, what I will say is that does seem to be a little bit more truer than not. Now, bear with me just a little bit. Of course, this isn't a blanket term. I'm not saying all black women are like this. They're attracted to that ruggish, thuggish, Lil Durk, fucking YNW Melly type of vibe. But what I can say is one thing from my own experience real quick, you guys, because I know what people are going to think, guys and girls both alike, or sometimes they're going to be like, oh, you just didn't get any girls. You just had bad experience with some black girls. You were just, well, here's the truth about the situation, right? There's something called being goofy that black people just don't really allow to be around each other. There's not much room to be goofy. If you are goofy, you still got to kind of be in the culture a little bit. You know what I mean? You still got to talk the lingo. You still got to say this, that, and the third, and you can be kind of goofy. Look at I Show Speed, for instance. He's literally twerking. He's literally fucking twerking as part of his identity. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's just one example right now that I can think of off the top of my head. But there are many ways that you can skate around this idea of the culture, as long as you're like cool with it. You know what I mean? Look at RDC World, right? RDC World is another perfect example of it. They made anime cool, almost quite single-handedly made anime cool for black people in the culture. When black anime wasn't popular for black people, we watched it under the wraps. Ain't nobody talked about this shit. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to say is that, yes, a lot of black women do prefer to have that ruggish, thuggish look. However, overall, what I truly think is that it's a matter of being goofy or not. Now, someone like me, for instance, I was kind of goofy when I was in school when it came to black girls, and so they knew that. They still were attracted to me to a certain degree, but I was just a little goofy. I fumbled it often. I fumbled the punani, right? Like many times, and so I didn't let that, like, it's like, you know, I didn't put that against anything of black girls. I was attracted to black girls, still am attracted to black women. And so what I did was I met the challenge. And it's like, I decided to learn about the culture. I had to get steeped into it. And the more that I got steeped into it, the more black women were attracted to me. Black girls were attracted to me. They like the music. They like the swag. They like the lingo. You know what I'm saying? And so, yes, you do got to go into that. I'm just being dead ass with you. I'm just being honest with you. And so, because you got to actually steep into it, it's unfortunate because a lot of the stuff that is called is steeping into the culture is actually extremely destructive and unproductive to your life. Sometimes you're putting yourself in danger just to get street cred and just to get some woman to be attracted to you. You know what I mean? It's like, why? It's a losing. You're not gaining anything out of that. It's a losing battle at that point. It's a losing activity. You know, you're losing more than what you're getting in from it. So that's something to absolutely consider. And as a black community, we absolutely have got to think about that. And if you're a black woman, black lady watching this video and listening to this, I think you should do your part too. You should absolutely, if your homegirls, if you're not attracted to it yourself, then at least just give the other brothers a bit of a chance, you know what I mean? Or just open your mind up. What are you truly attracted to? What is it? Do you know what physically you're attracted to? Okay, now go a little bit further. Peel back. What's in that man's mind? Oh, you thinking a relationship and shit like that? You still thinking too fucking superficial. You got to think further than that. You got to think about what does it actually look like in your minds? And if you can't picture what life should be looking like in your head, like to the T, you know what I mean? Clothing, possibly, you know what I mean? Like the setting, think of the smell, think of the fucking, the weather outside. Is it sunny? You know, what day is it? Is it on a Wednesday? Like, you should want to get as detailed as possible when it comes to visualizing the life that you want and the person that you want to attract. And you need to start honing in on that. But when it comes to wanting to get this thuggish dude, this is unproductive because you're putting your brothers in death rows too. You know, a lot of these brothers are getting killed. They're killing each other, selling drugs and shit like that because they want their black girls, because this is what black girls are attracted to, because this is what black men hold as respect and shit like that. You know what I mean? So we isolate each other. We isolate each other in such a weird fucking way. The men, the people, the black people that want to be productive in society and don't want to engage in the toxic black culture, they're shunned. You know, you're weird, you're square, you're goofy. However, the people that do want to put their life on risk, that want to go robbing and killing and street cred, drugs, selling, all that type of shit, they get the clout, they get the love. You know what I mean? From all walks of life for the most part. And it's like, you got to put your life in danger to get acceptance from your own people. What the fuck? That don't sound like something that is looking out for you. And so I can understand where they're coming from when he's speaking like this. You know what I mean? Let's talk about other races of men. Other races of men. And the reason why I'm talking about this, you guys, it's important to understand the unspoken rules of society, especially in community and culture. Because once you understand the unspoken rules, you can decide on whether or not you want to follow those fucking rules or not. You can simply just decide to follow those rules or not. Or you can at least have those rules in the forefront of your mind so that it helps you, it informs you of the way that other people are moving in this world. And you can make the best decisions when you're informed of lots of different things. I'm all over the place with this, but to chalk it up and say that it's just black women about this in this situation, I would say, what factor of level of goofy are you to say some things like that? And it's not even a bad thing. It's not even a bad thing to say that. But there's a bit of goofiness that, you know, is really like, we just don't really allow that in the black community too much. You know what I mean? You got to earn your stripes some way, shape, or form. For me, I don't give a fuck, man. I can come out here with some pink hair. I go to my hood barbershop with some pink hair. I can't do it right now because I relaxed my hair, because I know who I am. I'm solid with who I am. I've put my time into in the areas that I probably should not have been at. I put my time in areas where I could have got shot at. I put myself in these areas, and it's not anything to brag about, but what it does do is it lets you're assured of yourself. Confidence is the key. At the end of the fucking day, it's confidence and understanding. So I as much like I'm agreeing and I'm also disagreeing. I'm agreeing exactly with what they're saying. Yeah, man, if you definitely want to get the majority of especially the more attractive black girls, come on, college black girls, college black chicks are still attracted to that thuggish look. They're, come on, it's true. It's like, you know, and so I just really kind of want to talk about this a little bit because I thought this was a really interesting video to hear Austin Dunham and, you know, his friend talk about these types of things. Now, the fitness and red pill is in the manosphere kind of go hand in hand, but to see the levels of wealth and clout that a lot of these YouTubers are having and it's affecting their life is really interesting. We're witnessing, like, YouTube is, I'm approaching damn near 20 years old, you guys. Some of these people have been on this platform for almost 20 years. We have ample evidence that the decisions that a lot of these people and the choices that a lot of these YouTubers that we've grown up watching, we're seeing the repercussions in their life. We're seeing the troubles that they're facing. We're seeing the challenges that they're having to overcome. And part of that is very entertaining when it comes to the relationship stuff. So, and all in all, I'll go ahead and say this, you guys. I think that when it does come to the majority of black women, it's not a blanket term. Not all black girls are attracted to that. I've met some that are a lot, like I've met some, I'm not gonna say a lot, but I've met some that aren't like that. But in my personal experience, a lot of the black girls that I've been with were attracted to, you know, things. And I'm somebody that, you know, I could be a lot of different things because I'm just like, I'm someone that like enjoys life. You know, I like doing new things. I like trying new things. I like to challenge myself. And so it wasn't nothing for me to reach into my inner blackness. You know what I mean? Your inner blackness, because that's the thing. You gotta, when you grow up in the suburbs, when you grow up like in a family that is oriented to being more socially, like, when you grow up in a family that actually focuses on contributing to society, right? That's the main focus, and the main focus is not drama and clout and, you know, all that other shit. When you're in a family that is focused on contributing to society and becoming the best versions of yourself and creating generational wealth, you're in a suburban area where a lot of the things that black people hold as like a litmus test or like an acceptance fucking ritual or some shit, those things don't apply in the suburban areas. They don't apply when you're going into fucking Yale. They don't apply. That shit is benign when you're going into a real estate, when you're going into the title company, to, you know what I'm saying? And so I think rap and hip hop and even YouTube and stuff like that I think that the hip hop and the black stereotype has penetrated itself into the mainstream of society, so it's a bit more acceptable. But you still are kind of like the monkey with the little bit with the syllables, you know what I mean? Like you still are kind of doing a little dance with the and shit like that. So I don't know, man. What you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments down below, you guys. What do you think about that? Do you think he was just a bit too goofy? Do you think that he didn't like face the challenges? Or do you think that he has a bit of you know, it's a valid statement that he's making? Ladies, what do you think about this? If you're a black woman, if you aren't a black woman, do you think that this is an issue in general? You know, do girls in general just want this ruggish, thuggish, rap, hip hop kind of guy? They said it themselves. Why don't the whites and Latinas love them as they are? So I don't know, you guys. It's your brother Troy, man. I'll see you guys in the next one.